Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this video. I'm not doing long, fancy intros anymore. I just want to say I'm currently trying to hit 500 subscribers. I'm over halfway there at this point, and if you found this video entertaining in any way at all, subscribing is free and it helps me a lot more than you think. So with that out of the way, let's get to, the reason why you clicked on this video, the reason why you're here. I thought it would be a fun idea to kind of not test something, but just try something and see what happens. So I stacked up an entire 20,000 Abyssal Contract tokens. I haven't done open world dungeons in quite some time to stack these up. And I have completely emptied my inventory aside from some things I can't put in the chest and some things I'm definitely not going to get in the dungeon anyway. I really need recovery crystals and stuff, obviously, while I'm going through the dungeons. So we will leave these in here, but we do have a count to come back and look after. And I thought it'd be a fun idea to just go through and see essentially what we get from grinding and burning 20,000 in one sitting, and to get like an actual understanding of everything that you get. So I thought it'd be a fun idea to just sit down, go through one long sesh, grind out the maximum amount and see what happens. I think what I'm going to do, obviously, because it's going to take a while, I'm not going to include all the dungeon grinding in this video. Otherwise, this video is going to be, I don't know exactly how long, but probably an hour or two. So what I'm going to do instead is include some dungeon grinding, and otherwise, once the grinding's over, I'll kind of start back up and we'll take a look at what we got. So follow along and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so roughly 3 hours later, which for you is in instant time, and here is what we ended up with. So, oops, sorry. This is roughly what we started with, as well as there was some the honor statue things and dimensional, like the little token things, abyss tokens, I think. There was a couple of those, but this is pretty well what we started with. And here is what we have now. So we are out, as you can see. We are now down to, my wrist has sort of been sitting here for like 3 hours grinding. We are now down to 5 Abyssal Contract tokens. We had, 13 of these and like 7 of these or something. And then everything else was pretty much just here. And yeah, here's where we're at now. So big highlights would include Staff of Lucid Light, Ancient Tapestry Mantle, 2 Flame Rot Bindings, and then we have, so it looks like we completed 32, 43, 52 contracts, which actually isn't that good, but basically what I ended up doing, I'll leave this up so you can look at it while I explain. Basically, what I ended up doing was I ended up going to the Abyss because, actually, I'm not going to leave that up. I just lied. That was originally my plan because this is our guild contract, and I contributed about 18%, as you can see. The problem with Abyss is that I ran out of... So it went to conflict because it went nighttime. I got ganked. And then I couldn't really get into like another solid group. And then when I went back there was a world boss, so that kind of screwed everything up. So then I got out of there, and then I went to the island because, as far as I'm aware, that is like the most efficient place. And I grinded out all my contracts from the island, so I don't have any more there. And then after that, I went to Sanctum of Desire because it was actually open. It was actually raining. Farmed that until I think at that point it went to conflict again. We died again, had to wait again, and then I just finished out at Shadowed Crypt. And I think the whole thing took about 3 hours. I got unlucky with 2 conflicts in the middle because of the 2-hour gap. So it was like a half an hour, 20 minutes, then a big long 2 hours, and then another conflict gap, and then anyways. So yeah, here's what we got. Some daggers, crossbow, staff of the lucid light, 4 of these helmets, some gauntlets, dustblood gloves, more handguards, more gloves, some legs. I don't expect the legs to be worth anything, but maybe I can extract from them. We'll see. What I'm gonna do is go over everything with the pouches, then open up all the pouches, and then try and list as much as I can on the auction house and give a rough idea of the value at the end. Then we got ancient tapestry mantle, flame rot bindings, guardian torque, but I'm pretty sure that's spelt torque, but not actually torque. I don't know. Silk collar, another silk collar. Lots of different materials, gems, some precious polished crystal, rare polished crystal. Contracts, I guess, or chests, sorry, I guess are kind of arbitrary because it depends on how many you do and how efficient you are in like queuing them up or whatever. Sardoma Island, you just queue the ones that are kill only and just grind through them. The other ones are a little bit more difficult. I ended up finding Sardoma Island was definitely the best farm, and then probably Crypt, and then probably Desire or Abyss. The problem with Desire is once you're in there, it's not really that bad, but getting in there is a pain in the ass, and the problem with Abyss is just navigating is a pain in the ass. Crypt is great, and Island are great. So yeah, that is everything. I guess what we'll do now, I have lots of bag room. Let's open everything up. Abyss, 16 pouches. Let's see what we get. Okay. Band, Proxim Remedy, some gear, more daggers. Okay. Do all 3? Oh. Do all 3 of these get cooldown speed? Okay, no, they don't. Next, I guess we will do Precious Blessing pouch from the Shadow Crypt. I actually use these once I go back to purples. I use these, so if I get any of these with traits I need, I will probably keep those, but we'll see. I got 1 pair with debuff duration, which I'm not even kidding. I'm actually pretty sure I need those. Which is Pog. Let me take a look. Debuff duration. I actually need those. That's pretty sweet. Everything else is just kind of whatever, but nice. Let's go with Desire next. I actually also need the Shadow Harvester tunic from here. And actually, I need flame rot bindings, which I did get. And I need debuff duration, skill damage resistance, and max health. So actually, I'll keep this too. I'll sort everything out, and then we'll come back. So potentially looking for this. Nothing really, but it is what it is. That's what we got. And the last ones, where are they? This is so much stuff. What do I want from here? Literally nothing. Phantom Wolf breaches? Do I care about those? No, I don't. Nope. So actually, I don't need anything from here. But we'll see what we get anyway. Nothing really. All right, let's filter. Filter, filter, filter. Holy shit. So out of all this, I do actually need this belt, Flame Rot Bindings, and these pants, and everything else will either get lithographed or sold. Or sorry, it will either get lithographed or trait extract. So except for, yeah, this debuff duration and these pants. So let me go ahead and organize these. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I started going through each thing and looking, and then I realized it was going to take forever. Like, absolutely forever. So instead, what I did basically was, and I kind of screwed myself, and this is a lesson to anybody who does this, I guess. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go through and trait extract all these, because it's only like 5 extraction stones, and then just sell them for 10 lucid and whatever, because I'm lazy. And then I realized that you actually can only list a certain amount of things on the auction house. So, well, one already sold. Anyways, I listed everything. We'll see how it goes. I guess over time I'll collect like 7 or 8 lucent each from these. So what was that? I just collected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so 30 plus 3, 6, 7, 14, 15. So that's 45. 45 pieces of gear. 45 pieces of gear at 10 lucent each. Plus we got the Staff of Lucid Light. The Tome. These, which were 108. This was 329. So, how much ink do I have? Let's go based on how much ink I have to keep it, because I don't want to make it like too clickbaity and be like, oh, I'm just going to litho all these, because that's not realistic, right? It's not. So, how much enchanted ink? 80? That means I could do 1 weapon and 1 piece of armor. Okay, so let's keep it realistic. 1 weapon, 1 piece of armor. So let's get our inventory back out. Let's get the calculator. So 45 pieces of gear, 10 lucent each. Plus we will, I guess, we're going to skill extract that. So let's do flame rot bindings. Well, let's do what we're keeping, right? So we're keeping this, but this would be 108 plus this, which was 149. Plus we're gonna sell this cape, which is 329. Plus we're gonna sell this tome, which is 280. Plus we're gonna sell flame rot bindings. $278. So plus 278. Plus we're gonna sell the Staff of the Lucid Light, but I think we have to extract the trait on that, which is worth like 33. But this, I want to keep it realistic, right? So that takes care of all that. Plus we got the 45, and then whatever you value all this at, let's just say 20, 30, whatever, 30 maybe. I don't know. Let's be nice and round it up to 1,700. 1,700 lucent for 3 hours of work. Obviously, you can't do that every day, but not bad. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's pretty good. So there it is. I was curious. I wanted to do this just for fun, just to test it and see what happened. And I don't know what my expectations were, and in my head, I kind of feel like I was expecting more, but because that's like your whole week gone that you have grinded up. You like overtime contract tokens and doing co-op dungeons. You've grinded all the way just to get those 20,000 and then burn through them. I mean, that's a lot of work to burn through, and really, it's only like 1,700 Lucent. That's not a lot, but it was a fun experiment to do, and I mean, if you had enough enchanted ink, you could realistically lithograph all that stuff for more than the traits, but I want to try and keep it fair that you're not going to be able to lithograph everything because you don't have unlimited enchanted ink. Plus, it's really like 1,700 Lucent, but then you have to deduct materials and stuff, so like 1,500. But yeah, anyways, it was a fun experiment. Thank you for joining and watching and being a part of it, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video. So take care, have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever it is for you, and until next time, peace.